My name is Susan. I am 70 years old. I have a son of 16. Many people call me lucky, but I know it is not luck. It is about habits. Today I am traveling to visit my son. The train moves fast, and the sound is strong. I think about my past. I think about all the choices I made. I smile because I see meaning in my life. Suddenly, I hear a voice. "Hello, Mrs. Susan. Do you remember me?" I turn and see a young man. He is 28. His name is David. He is my neighbor's child. I saw him when he was small. Now he is an adult. He looks at me with respect. He says, "You always seem successful. You have money, health, and family. How did you do it? I want to know. I do not feel strong in my own life. I feel lost." His words touch me. I feel his worry. I remember the time when I was young. I remember when I also asked older people for help. I take a deep breath. I say, "David, success is not one big thing. It is many small habits every day. Do you really want to know my secrets?" He nods fast. His eyes shine. He waits for my answer. I pause. I think. These lessons are not only for him. They are for anyone who listens. But I must choose carefully. Not all advice is easy to hear. Some truths can shock him. I say slowly, I will share 6 habits. These habits changed my life. But once you hear them, you cannot forget them. They will stay with you forever. Are you ready for that? David looks nervous. He says, "Yes, please, tell me. I need this." I look at him and prepare to speak. But then something strange happens. Before I can give him the first habit, the train suddenly stops. The train is silent now. We all look around. A voice from the speaker says, "Please stay calm. There is a delay. We will continue soon." People begin to complain. Some stand up. Some check their phones. But I stay quiet. I have learned that life is full of delays. If we fight them, we suffer more. David looks worried. He says, "Oh no, I have a meeting today. I will be late. My boss will be angry." I watch him. His face is tense. He cannot sit still. I say gently, "David, this is the first lesson. Be calm in problems. Do not let fear control you. Problems are normal, but your mind decides if they break you or make you stronger." He looks at me with surprise. "You mean this delay can be useful?" "Yes," I say. "You can use this time. Think, read, plan, even breathe. A delay is not the end. It is only a test." He nods but does not look fully convinced. I know he is young. He still believes success comes only when life runs fast. He has not yet seen the power of patience. I continue. "David, you asked me for 6 habits. The first habit is this. Control your mind in problems. When others panic, you stay calm. That is how leaders are born. He writes my words in his phone. He says, "I will remember that, but what about money? I see you are free from worry. I want that too. I work hard, but money leaves me fast. What habit helped you with money?" I look at him and smile. That is the second habit. Save before you spend. Many people spend first, then save what is left. But what is left is usually nothing. If you save first, your future is safe. His eyes open wide. But I do not earn much. How can I save? I answer, even 1 coin saved is better than nothing. Saving is not about the amount, it is about the habit. A small habit grows into a big result. I started with little. Today it is big. You can do the same. David thinks deeply. I can see his thoughts turning. Then suddenly he asks, "But what about health? You are old, but you are strong. How did you keep your health all these years?" I smile again. That is the third habit. But listen, David, this one is not easy. Many people do not want to hear it. It is simple, but it changes everything. He leans closer. His voice is low. What is it? Tell me. I open my mouth to answer, but just then, someone in the train shouts loudly. People stand and move fast. Something has happened in the next wagon, and we do not know what it is. Question for you, dear listener. When life gives you a delay or problem, do you usually stay calm, or do you let fear take control of you? People move quickly inside the train. A man runs from the next wagon. He says, "Someone is sick. We need help." The air feels heavy. Some passengers panic. Others try to see what is happening. I look at David. His face is pale. He whispers, "This is serious. What should we do?" I stand. My voice is calm. "David, this is the moment to learn another habit. Health is not only about food or exercise. Health is also about action in the moment. Do not wait. Help when help is needed." We walk together to the next wagon. We see an old man sitting on the floor. He breathes hard. People are confused. No one knows what to do. I kneel down. I speak slowly to the man. I ask questions. I hold his hand. I tell him to breathe. David watches me with wide eyes. I say, "David, the third habit is respect your body every day. Eat clean, move often, rest well. But also respect the bodies of others. When you give care, you grow stronger inside." He nods. He helps me give water to the man. After some minutes, the man feels better. People thank me, but I shake my head. I say, "It is not me. It is the habit. Anyone can do this if they prepare their life for health." We return to our seats. David is quiet for a moment. Then he asks, "So the first habit is stay calm in problems. The second is save before you spend. The third is respect your body. What comes next?" I look at him. I say, "The fourth habit is learn every day. Never stop. Read. Listen. Ask questions. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant good seeds, you will see good fruit. If you stop learning, weeds will grow. David smiles. I like that one. I enjoy learning, but sometimes I feel lazy. I answer, then you must fight laziness. Small actions every day are better than big actions one time. 10 minutes of reading is better than 1 week of nothing. He types quickly on his phone. His hands shake with energy. I see his hope grow. But then his face changes. He looks at me and asks, Mrs. Susan, you speak about money, health, and study. But what about relationships? I fight with my family. I lose friends. My heart feels empty. How did you protect your family all these years? I breathe slowly. This question is deep. I know this is the moment to share the 5th habit, but I also know it will not be easy for him to hear. I open my mouth to speak, but suddenly the train shakes hard. The lights go out. People scream. David grabs my arm. Everything is dark. Question for you, dear listener. If you were on that train, would you focus on fear, or would you try to remember calm habits in the middle of the darkness? The train is dark. People shout. Some push. Some try to find their bags. Fear spreads fast. David holds my arm tight. He says, This is bad. Maybe something dangerous is outside. I stay still. My voice is calm. David, listen to me. Fear grows in the dark, but this is the time for habit number 5. He breathes fast. He asks, What is it? I say, the 5th habit is protect your relationships. Care for people, even in hard times. Do not fight. Do not blame. When you stand together, you are stronger. He looks confused. But how can this help us now? I point to the people around us. Some argue, some cry. I raise my voice so others can hear. Please, stay calm. Do not push. We are safe if we stay together. Slowly, the noise becomes softer. People listen. They sit down again. Parents hug their children. The train is still dark, but the fear becomes less. David whispers, I see it now. When people care for each other, problems feel smaller. I nod. Yes, David. Money and health are important, but without family, without friends, success feels empty. I worked for many years, but I never forgot my family. That is why my heart is full. The train lights flash for a moment, then go dark again. A sound comes from the speaker. We are fixing the problem. Please wait. David looks at me again. His eyes are wet. I always thought success was about me, about my job, my money, my goals. But now I see, it is also about others. I put my hand on his shoulder. You are learning fast. That is good. But there is still one last habit, the 6th habit. It is the most powerful of all. Without it, the others can fail. David leans close. His voice shakes. Tell me, please. I need to know. What is the last habit? I take a deep breath. The moment is heavy. I am ready to speak. But before I can answer, the train makes a loud noise. Sparks fly outside the window. The wagon shakes again. People scream. David shouts, "What is happening now?" Question for you, dear listener. Do you think the last habit will be about money, health, study, or something deeper than all of these? The train shakes again, but this time the sound becomes softer. The lights return, people clap and cheer. The danger is gone. David looks at me. His voice is urgent. "Mrs. Susan, please, tell me the last habit. I cannot wait." I close my eyes for a moment, then I speak slowly. David, the sixth habit is gratitude. Be thankful every day. Thank life for small things. Thank people around you. Gratitude makes your heart rich. With gratitude, you never feel poor. He stares at me in silence. Then he says, "Gratitude. But how can that change everything?" I explain. When you are thankful, you see hope in problems. You see gifts in daily life. Gratitude makes you strong when others feel weak. Gratitude builds peace inside you. That peace becomes power. He leans back in his seat. His eyes are wet again. I never thought of that. I always asked for more. More money, more health, more success. But I never said thank you for what I already had. I smile. That is why you felt empty. Success is not only what you gain. Success is also what you give and what you notice. Gratitude changes the way you see the world. And when you change the way you see the world changes for you. He takes a deep breath. His voice is steady now. So the 6 habits are: stay calm in problems, save before you spend, respect your body, learn every day, protect relationships, and live with gratitude. I nod. Yes. If you follow these habits, your life will grow. Not only money, not only health, your whole life will grow. The train begins to move again. People relax. Some laugh, some talk. David looks at me with respect. "Mrs. Susan, I will never forget this train ride. I will never forget your words." I smile at him. One day, David, you will tell these habits to someone younger than you. That is how wisdom moves forward. The train stops at the station. I stand and prepare to leave. David says goodbye, but his eyes show something new. Not fear, not doubt, but hope. As I walk away, I whisper to myself, success is not luck. Success is habits, and habits can be shared. Final question for you, dear listener. Which of the 6 habits do you need the most in your life right now? Now it is your turn. Choose one habit. Start today. Small actions, every day, create big success. Which habit will you practice first? Write it in the comments and say it out loud. Remember, you can do this.